On the truth train, Gypsy Rose's lies are considered especially heinous. In the Gypverse, the dedicated creators who investigate Gypsy Rose Blanchard's case are members of the truth train. These are their stories.
She played the sick little girl in a wheelchair so fine. Fake cancer, fake teeth, and a whole bunch of lies. Mama Dee Dee thought she had the reins on the game, but Gypsy was pulling the strings all the same. Online she was searching for a night and cheap armor. Found poor Nick Gadage on that autistic charmer. Whispered sweet nothings with a wink and a grin. Help me escape, baby. Let's do mama in. No, Gypsy Rose, what a master of lies. Manipulated everyone right before their eyes. Not a victim, nah.
Oh, hey. Oh my god, you scared the shit out of me. I was just working on my drawing. I don't know if you can see it real good or not. You know, I love it. I'm going to paint it and everything. I just wanted to show it off. But I forgot to make a door. Right here, the stairs, they don't go up to nothing. So I gotta make a door. Hey everyone, how we doing today? Hey guys, I'm kind of sad. Alright, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be real with you right now. I'm really sad. I need your help, okay? I know I'm not grifting, not asking for your money, not your moolah, okay? That's only if you love your bitch and you want to leave her a little tip. I mean, that's fine. I just need your help because I'm trying to get these videos of Gypsy Rose Blanchard through the algorithm. Lately, my views have really been going down, but I've been trying like different advice from other YouTube creators. And don't listen to everybody because some people get off on your downfall. And that's what just happened to me. So please like the video. Please hype the video. Share it with your friends and family. You know, even if your dog gets bored, just put it on. My voice will soothe your dog. I have that ability, you know. Here's a clip of him, though, being so cute, biting his bed because he gets all upset at us about stuff. Like, if we don't answer, like, he loves attention. And if we don't, like, reach down and give him attention immediately upon him asking for it, and, like, we're watching something or talking or whatever, he will then go and bite his blanket or his bed. And if you're not noticing him doing that, he gets like real aggressive with it and making loud noises. It is hilarious. I would love to show you guys, but I don't want to purposely make him upset. So I'm not trying to do that, you know, but anyway, it's so cute when he does it. You get that? Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? Oh my goodness. Why are you so mad, Baba? What happened? The kitty bother you? I know. He makes you so mad. I know. It's okay, Baba. It's okay, Baba. I'm sorry. Oh, my baby's so upset. Oh. Look at this dramatic boy. Biting his bed because he's mad. Because me and Daddy are talking and not paying attention to him. So this is what he does. I love you, Bubba, but I'm putting you on blast. This is not okay. You cannot manipulate Mommy and Daddy to pay attention. I was even itching your chin. I had to stop. My fingers hurt.
And we do pay attention to them often.
Yeah, all the time. This boy is filled with attention. Oh, look at his little baby face. It makes me sad. Oh, my boy. Mommy love him. Now he's mad at me. Oh, my boy. I am very grateful for all the support and the love from you guys. Please don't ever think that I take that for granted. When you leave a comment, when you like the video, when you hype the videos, all that stuff, I am so very grateful to you. You have no idea how much it means to me. My audience is very, very special to me. You guys are like a big part of my life. Do you understand? Okay. I mean, like I've told you, I don't have family much, you know. I'm not trying to, you know, be stalked and nothing like that. But I want some internet friends, okay? So I chose to do a YouTube channel. All right. And now I have all you guys, and I love it. Okay. I feel like prayer is very powerful no matter what you believe. So I pray for all of you for your safety and everything. And I pray that you have all of the luck and love in the world and, everything like that. That's my good positive thought of the video. Welcome back to Baby Girl's World, where we talk about the Gypsy Rose, Amberlynn and Rosie Lynn Reed.
Hey guys, welcome to Baby Girl's World. Those who know what they're in for. Those who don't, stay tuned, bitch!
So if you're new here, I make videos on train wrecks on the internet. I will always put out a Gypsy Rose video whenever I do my batch filming just because I want the truth to get out to mainstream media. That's the goal. I want everybody to know the truth about her. The FOIA documents are out. She was never fully investigated because there was no trial. And then we all band together on TikTok and we've all found the truth. And it's crazy to me that we still argue in the comments on TikTok about her and about her being so infamous and disgusting and, trying to make money off of what she did to her mother. In fact, I have a video here from the T Page with T where when Gypsy Rose was pregnant, Raina, who is Ken's mom, spoke a little bit about the situation with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Listen to this right here.
I have an old clip of Ken Urker's mother, Raina, on a live panel being questioned by several different creators. Now, this live panel is very telling because they're asking her some very tough questions, and it seems like she is being very careful about what she is saying. So I want you to really listen to this. It might be a little long. I'm going to speed it up just a tad so that it can go by quicker, but I want y'all to listen to this.
Talking to Gypsy like I have, and not that
What kind of comfort do you get from Gypsy when you speak with her in person? Because we don't know how that's like, but we can only imagine.
Oh, I can imagine.
Can you walk us through that?
That is called Rainbow and Sunshine.
No, not at all.
Oh,
Walk us through that, Raina.
She absolutely lives with her mistake daily, and she is tormented in a lot of ways by it. She doesn't put that out because there's so many digs. She doesn't want to show that weakness, but she is, she is very tormented by that mistake. And I've told her that.
And how do you feel this? What does she say to you to ensure that she is tormented by this mistake?
She has told me of her dreams of.
Can you share with us what those dreams are like?
Just dreams of her mother, and how if she could go back in time, she would change it, and how she wishes she was more mature, like a normal 23-year-old would have been at that age, at that time. That she did not understand the true consequences, the true definitive consequence of what death pertained.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
You do know in an interview, she recently said that she called her mom the perpetrator and said that, she survived, and said that people want the perfect victim, but now people are upset that the perpetrator passed. She villainized her mom this entire time.
Very much so.
No.
But what do you mean? She didn't understand what death was?
Yeah, I think what she meant by that one, and this is back years ago before she got out of prison, when she was saying she didn't fully understand, she didn't really, that she has come to learn.
Well, to me that sounds like
come to learn what? That death is final and
I think she thought she was never going to get caught. That's just
I just got to work that out in my brain. Can you explain to me? You're telling me she didn't know what death was? What murder was?
Yeah, it was 2.5 years of grooming, at least. I
don't understand how she can say she's understanding.
So, Raina, is that what something Gypsy told you, or is that what you surmise from what you've heard?
That's what I surmise. Gypsy's words to me were more like, if I could go back in time, I would change what I've done. If I could go back in time, I wish I knew then what I know now.
What, that she was going to get caught?
Yeah, I mean,
I wish I would have known I was going to get caught, and I wouldn't have
done
it.
Her actions currently in today's time don't line up with that.
No,
now, I do think when she first came out, she seems like she has some remorse, because I actually did go back and watch, some initial videos of when she first got out. I do think she had remorse then, but now, no, she's made it. Anyone that can
That video she made, the Mother's Day video, was really bad.
Yeah, and then just
that was bad. That was one I crawled her rear end for.
Hey, Raina,
What'd you
is it?
say? What'd you say to her, Raina?
Not that holiday. Pick another holiday.
Raina, would you say? I would assume it's pretty difficult to be in your position because you have a son that you love, that you
And a grandchild.
gave birth to, and a grandchild on the way
how do
from
you
your
feel?
only son, right?
No, I have two sons.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
I have that was another one. My younger son is the mechanical engineer, and people were. I thought she said Ken was a mechanical engineer. No, that's not what I said.
Real quick, okay, so you said that, pick another holiday, like don't pick that one. But I think, like, for me personally, I would like to hear Gypsy talk about her mom. I would like to hear.
Yeah.
You know, give me.
'Cause I don't think her mother was a horrible person. I don't.
I don't either.
Well, okay.
She's been painted to be a monster.
I know has children.
Well, how do you feel about this chromosome disorder that she has? How do you feel about your grandchild possibly having it, having a high likelihood of having this chromosome disorder?
She's got a 50% chance. I feel like I am forcing myself to keep it positive. We've got some really strong genes in our family. And
But you love
Yeah,
your
but
daughter
that-
no matter what. Or
oh my
grandchild.
gosh,
Grandmother,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah, have
know,
you
she was
looked
born with
into
no legs
our-
and arms. She's my grandchild.
Have you looked into what it is?
I have.
Okay.
Good.
So
Well,
do you
that's
see
good.
like some of the mental health issues that she currently has stems from that as well?
Yes, and let me speak on that for just a moment.
Sure.
You know, sometimes I feel there's some hypocrisy going on with the whole. If we're going to, if that's the case, if Gypsy has some mental health issues or some issues stemming from the microdeletion, then why can't we give her somewhat of the same break that we give Nicholas?
Because she's still out here terrorizing people. This
That was-
murderer is no, Raina. Let's be clear. This murderer is on platforms making money off of the infamy of her mother's death. Now, if Ken had unalived you, came out of prison 8 years later, and was making money off of that,
You know, that's all, you know, one of the things I never that I stop my children from asking is the what if question. It does no good. It's what if.
no, that's what she's doing in the current day. So what I'm saying is, if you flip the script, would that be okay? It's not a what if, because guess what? She's doing it now. So
Yeah,
flip
but-
the script. If it was you that was in an urn, and Ken was out here doing what she's doing, would that be okay to you? That's a yes or no answer.
I'd be in an urn. I really wouldn't care. Right? I'm in an urn. Who cares? When I'm in an urn. That's me. Do I think Gypsy's mother cares? Maybe. I don't know. I didn't meet her. But y'all asked, a question about Dee Dee, and you said, I don't
No, I don't think anyone on any level should be making money off of their infamy of having their mother killed. Someone that took 2.5 years to plot someone's murder and use someone else. She didn't even have the galls to do it herself. I don't think that that's something where someone should make money. In fact, I think Gypsy should have gotten the death penalty.
Raina, do you trust Gypsy when she talks to you?
She's not giving me a reason not to trust her.
So at this point, you do trust her.
Y'all.
I mean, that's okay. I mean, that's your experience and your own personal experience with her.
So Gypsy Rose Blanchett is kind of like a bed bug. All right. She's annoying, small, and bloodthirsty, if you know what I'm saying. And then once you see her, you know you're infested. Once you see that bitch coming in your comments or your DMs, you know the tribe is following. Oh my god, I almost forgot. Member of the video, bitch. Ooh, is objection overruled? Yes, she's awesome, and I love her. Objection overruled. I pray for you big time. Send prayers out to objection. She's a wonderful person, and I just want to see her have nothing but great things and happiness in her life. Gypsy Rose is like a bed bug or a cockroach, maybe, but cockroach is not. She's a bed bug. She's like so annoying, and I bet you she would be just that type of bug that would do nothing but bite you all over like a bitch. Fucking asshole. She is. We can't get rid of the bitch either. We've been trying. Nothing's working. Just like a bed bug. And Gypsy Rose, she's really upset because she's been banned on TikTok. Banana. She's over. She's done. She can't get money from TikTok anymore. What shall we do? Why am I doing this? I swear, I don't know. It just comes out of me when I'm on camera. Please. just ignore me. Anyways, then she just follow my backup account, please. Let's vibe over here. Like, bitch, how about you go vibe in a cemetery? And she has horrible engagement on that second channel anyways. You know, when something happens like this on TikTok, she always goes to YouTube and tries to revamp her YouTube. I mean, next I believe is OF. And come to find out, she says that OF personally sent her an email and asked her to create an account. Be so fucking for real, Gypsy Rose. Oh my God.
Gypsy Rose Alcida wants us to believe that OF just reached out to her and was like, hey girl, you are perfect for our platform. Come on, hop on a Zoom and come shake that thing for us. Ma'am, no ma'am. That's not the way OF works. They do not email users to invite or instruct them to start posting content. Creating content on OF is a self-initiated process. You must sign up and verify your identity before you can begin posting. Platform is designed for creators to start independently once approved. So, I'd bet money that Gypsy Rose Alcida went over to OF and started filling out shit to start on that platform. This is the reply that Gypsy Rose Alcida got back. Verified her information. They replied back telling her they think she would be great for that platform. I'd bet a motherfucking $100, honey. Because OnlyFans will never send an unsolicited email inviting or asking a person to join their platform. They will not send you a fucking invite. They can't. How would OF be allowed to do that? Can you imagine all the minors they would be sending fucking invites to? Because, hello, these days, 15-year-olds look like 23-year-olds. So can you imagine if OF just saw certain women and was like, oh, yeah, we're going to send an invite to them? Because that's what Gypsy wants us to believe they did. Telling you now, when I saw her collabing with mother freaking Natalie, I thought it was Gypsy Rose's soft launch, and I bet money she'll be up on OF soon. She'll be on there real soon, even though, you know, what was it, a year ago, she was saying, oh, I would never lower my standards. Keep it classy. Well, this is her keeping it classy. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm betting money right now. She gets on that OF platform, we'll do some kind of daddy-daughter fetish shit. I'm calling it now. That's my opinion for entertainment purposes only, honey, but it is not all it. She has filled out that paperwork for that fucking platform, and that's why she got this email back. Telling you, she did that shit.
I've heard some crazy-ass lies before on the internet. I mean, for God's sake, I watch Anne Boleyn read. Okay. I just can't even wrap my mind around that. Like, how entitled and how much of an ego do you have to actually say that? Like, maybe because of her hanging out with Natalie Reynolds, like maybe that was her invite from them or something like that. Who knows? I'll show you here, though.
You guys know what just tickles me about Gypsy getting banana? Like everything else in her life, she's blaming everyone but herself. It's the haters that got her bananaed. It's not her own lies. It's not her own big fat fucking mouth talking to children. Not her admitting to her crime with Natalie Reynolds. No. People would have literally shut the fuck up about her story if she never went on TV and if she never wrote that bitch ass book. I Time to Scam. And the fact that she even sat in a room and recorded herself for an audiobook. I'm convinced she only did that so blind people can hate her too. But all jokes aside, if she would have just shut the fuck up and went away, nobody would have known. Nobody would have questioned her. Nobody would have been any more the wiser. We still would have blamed Nick. We probably still would have shamed the poor dead woman in the grave. The only person she has to blame is her damn self. When will her and her little fucking cult learn that?
She's a determined thing, isn't she? I mean, she will keep on. You know what, though? People like that are fucking annoying. They're the ones that poke you over and over until you're ready to beat the shit out of them. And then they're like, whoa, what's wrong with you, man? Look, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Oh.
So I'm sure by now everybody has already seen and talked about the fact that my main account is currently banned. I have done nothing wrong. I have done nothing wrong. I've got an appeal in, don't worry. They are fully aware. They're reviewing the appeal right now. Haters mass reporting. Haters mass reporting. Please follow me on this backup account and hopefully I get my main back. But if I don't, let's start building a community over here. Love you guys.
You know Gypsy Rose is crashing out right now over losing her account with over 9 million followers. She does have a backup, but it's under 200K. And I love how GRB is so nonchalant when clearly you know she is freaking out about this. I personally think it would be nearly impossible to get back to those numbers because people are just over it. They were romanticizing her release because of the original narrative that was put out of GRB being this victim of Munchausen by proxy. But since all of this new information has come out, as well as GRB's online antics, he's just lost too much support. On no other platform does GRB have nearly these types of numbers. I don't even think she's hit 1 million on IG and definitely not on YouTube. This is her online status, which is very important to GRB. Now she's claiming this is due to mass reporting. How does that feel? Or it could just be things that she has done. Either way, TikTok has decided that she did break their guidelines. Now remember, she did gift her account with over 9 million followers to her bestie Brie for Christmas and then turn around and took that account back, supposedly because that was going to be her podcasting page. But we've yet to see any podcasting whatsoever. It's been TikTok trends and controversial content. These are not confirmed reasons as to why she lost her account, but people do think that GRB was reported for GROOMING and that the Damona's anniversary transcript was sent to TikTok. This is where Gypsy Rose hypothetically offers her 13-year-old daughter to Nicholas Godejohn. This gained traction back around Christmas time. This has always been public information, but since the drop of the Freedom of Information Act videos, it really went mainstream. So much so, media outlets were reporting on it, such as TMZ and even the New Zealand Herald. And remember when there was an update to TikTok's policy back when ByteDance owned the majority, that notorious controversial figures weren't allowed to have accounts, but it's at their discretion. Maybe with new ownership, it finally just caught up. Now, whether or not she gets her account back, who knows? Other people who've lost their accounts did get them back. Look at Perez Hilton, Natalie Reynolds. What are your thoughts? What are your guesses as to what she could have lost her account for? And do you think she could possibly get it back?
Banned. Found official, Gypsy Rose Blanchard's TikTok account with 9 million followers is permanently banned. Found this out through Gypsy Rose Blanchard's Gyp Babes chat. She writes, so my initial appeal for my main TikTok account was denied. However, I am not banned from TikTok itself. They said I can create a new account, which I already have and have a healthy following already. I am allowed a second appeal, so I will go that route as well. She also shared this screenshot from TikTok that says, we have confirmed that your account will remain permanently banned due to a violation of our community guidelines. Welcome to join the TikTok community again by creating a new account. Also said in this chat that her account is banned because she has some of the most dedicated haters on the internet. Then goes on to blame her account being banned from when she had a hacker in 2024. Says that while her account was hacked, that person racked up 3 violations that stayed on her account. So when she was falsely mass reported, it triggered the system and only recognized those violations. Then she says the good news is she has another account and that she's working on getting it verified. Does it suck kind of losing an account with 9 million followers? Yes, but at the same time, I've had a love-hate relationship with that account for a long time. I would go through times of wanting to delete it because 9 million followers is a lot of pressure and a lot of eyes with various opinions. And I have noticed that for every one opinion, there's an opposing opinion. For example, if I take a picture with my daughter and post it, some will say I'm exploiting my daughter. If I don't post about my daughter, then supposedly I'm never with her or don't even have custody of her. If I do trend videos with my friends my own age, people are like, why are you hanging out with those old folks? Then if I do a trend with someone in their 20s, then it's, why can't you hang out with someone your own age? Then if I don't post Ken consistently, there's breakup rumor. At the end of the day, I know the truth. I know who I am. I know that I am a damn good mother. It's so funny to come across videos of people that are like, she's never with her daughter. She doesn't take care of her daughter. She's a terrible mother because she made a 20-second video that doesn't have her daughter in it, so she's therefore never with her daughter. Sometimes I sit back and listen to the stupidity. It gives me a good laugh, that's for sure. She shared a screenshot of an email with TikTok about how she's getting her other account verified. Either way, Gypsy's 9 million follower TikTok account is not coming back. It's official. Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
I don't understand it. Why have people not unfollowed this bitch? Why have people not done any research? Why are people not fighting against all this bullshit that's coming out? I just don't get it, dude. I mean, I'm one channel. I'm trying my best over here. But there's probably more I could be doing too. This is a very, very odd time, I feel like. 2026 has been nothing but craziness since it started. I don't know what's to come for the rest of the year, but I'm scared. I want to know, Gypsy Rose, though, what videos did OF see that made them be like, she's perfect? Message her. Was it this one?
Hi, my master. It is your slave, Gypsy. I'm making you this video because I made a really, really bad mistake. I didn't check to make sure that you were fully pleased. I wasn't observant. And for that, I was punished. I had to spend a couple of days without talking to you, or hearing from you rather, or Nick. And that is only part of the punishment. The other part was that I couldn't talk to Nick. And I can't do that. I can't be away from him for very long. So I'm making this video as soon as I could. When I'm away from my soulmate, I can't... It's hard to breathe. I can't think. I can't concentrate. I can't eat. I can't sleep. And I know that the reason that you're doing this is because it's to teach me a lesson. It's always about learning lessons. But this one was a particularly hard one to learn. I know that you are kind and you are wise, Master, but I beg you for your forgiveness. Please, please, I can't go another day without talking to my soulmate. Please, please. Please be merciful. Please forgive me. I need you to forgive me, please. I won't mess up on the tradition again. I know that I make mistakes. I'm human. I know that you're not human, but please try and understand that, yes, you're teaching me, and it takes a time for me to learn. It's not like I'm not trying. I do try. It's just, sometimes I learn better by example. So, instead of punishing me or yelling at me, the best way to get through and to make it stay in my brain is that we keep on doing it, the tradition, correctly. And that way, I understand and it comes like second nature, you know? And that's the way that I'll learn. So if we can do that, I'll know I can get it right. For a couple of times, we had a hard time trying to get the ending right because, wait, I don't want this to go off. Okay. Because I'd always maybe not use my manners, or, maybe I'd forget a certain part, like to say goodnight or something like that. But, now I see that the right thing to do is to always put passion into it and use a heart and a smiley face. And always just make sure that you're fully pleased before I log off for the day. Because, that day I'm like, oh, okay, everything's fine, we did the tradition right, go about my business and as usual. And then I log back on and see that you're not happy, and I'm like, oh my god, what did I do? And then I see that you're still in, so I try and get your attention and give you the smiley face to make up for my mistake, but it was already too late. So, now that I explained that, I don't want us to be like this, where it's this limbo of you being disappointed in me and me being sorry and punished, and I just want everything to go back to how it was, where we're happy and we're content and we love each other and we're all this big lovey-dovey happiness kind of thing. I miss that. Please forgive me. I can't stand another second without my soulmate. Yes, thank you for allowing me to give him reassurance and to get some in return. But I want to talk to him. I want to, have a full conversation. I don't just want reassurance. I want the pleasure and privilege of being able to talk to him. And when I mean him, I mean obviously Nick. So please, I am going crazy, and I can't imagine if I had to go another week or two or whatever, or God help me if you ever sentence me to a month. I think I'd go crazy. Please, I beg you, please, my master, please forgive me. Please, I'm sorry I disappointed you. I know that I'm supposed to be this perfect thing in your eyes and in Nick's eyes, but I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, but I learn from them. Please just give me a chance. You and Nick are the only two that believe that I can do anything. And I can. You guys are both great teachers, and I need you both very much. So please, let me be with my soulmate again. Please, Master. I'll do anything you want. But just don't cut me off. Don't cut me off from my love.
Was it this one?
I'm wonderful, amazing, charming. It is your queen blessing, and happy Valentine's Day. I think today is very special because, in my opinion, it's my favorite holiday of them all. That and Halloween, because we get dressed up. But Valentine's Day is very special because it's a day to celebrate love and soulmates and lovers, and it's just such a beautiful holiday to be loved and to love. And I think it's a holiday to express one's feelings and affections for another. And my affection goes all to you, because you are my soulmate. So, I'm wearing pink because last year I wore pink. So this year, wearing pink again. Maybe for, one with you, I'll wear, something red. It'll be new. But I'm really, really excited because we have been together for a year and 4 months. It's February. It's February now. So, a year and 4 months. But at this point, I've really stopped counting. I guess I haven't, because I know exactly how. Anyway. But I think what I'm trying to say is, at this point, I've stopped worrying about time, how much time has passed. And, because everybody's like, 6 months, it's that 6-month break where all relationships end during, after 6 months. Because, quote unquote, they say, there's a specific term for it, the dopamine levels in your brain wear off after 6 months. Somehow, though, for soulmates, I learned this, the dopamine levels stay constantly high. Somebody's always sky high. That's a geeky way of saying, I'm always in love with you. And I'm always blissfully happy, so that's a good thing. But this year together, or this year and 4 months together, has been the time of my life. I have felt more love from you than I have gotten from anyone in my entire life. I mean, even my mother doesn't love me as much as you do. I'm kind of talking about that. And, I guess soulmate's love is different from any other love because it comes from more than blood. It comes from more than your parents. It comes from your soulmate, the person that you're meant to be with, that person that makes you one. Because, it's to make a whole. And that's what you are to me. you're my soulmate, so you complete me, and you make me happy and content, and you give me that unconditional love that I need. And, we talked about it before, but just make sure you know again that my happiness depends on you being happy. Because if you're happy, then that makes me happy. My purpose in life is to make you content and feel adored and feel loved. That is my purpose. Among other things, but that's basically my sole purpose. Just as it is your purpose to make me feel content, loved, and protected, since you're a man, so you can protect me. And you do all those things. Even though we're not physically together right now, which we will be in the future, but you are still able to do those things even though we're not physically together. And that takes a very special man to be able to do that. My feelings for you run so incredibly deep that if you cry, I cry. If you smile, I smile. If you blush, I blush. It's almost like we're connected by a link, an invisible link that we can't see, but it's there and it's strong. And that's so rare, because usually people, like couples, can love someone that's not their soulmate. Like not every couple is soulmates. And that's why it's so lucky that we're able to love each other like we do, because it's so rare that soulmates find each other, you know? And I feel blessed, and I know you feel the same. So I think we're very lucky. And I'm wearing my ring, as I always do. As my proof of devotion to you. And then I have my purity ring, so as proof of my virginity and sort of waiting for you. And I'm going to continue to wait. Some nights is very hard because I desire you so much. But I'm just waiting, and I'm waiting patiently for you, for everything. There are some nights I feel very, very sort of doubtful and afraid that our plan won't work. But then I just think back to when you said that I should think positive and just keep thinking positively and don't let myself think too much about the negative stuff like distance or money or parents or things like this that would get in the way. And so I think positive. I think of you and I'm happy again. So I think that's all that really matters. Is just keeping our spirits up and being hopeful and positive about the future. So, I love you and adore you beyond words could ever say. I've been waiting for you my entire life, even though I might have not even known it when I was little. But, like I told you, I wished on stars, I wished on birthday candles, so you'd find me, and we'd be together, and we'd be happy, and I'd be everything you want, and you're everything I want, so, and need. I need you so bad. And, I'm just so blessed to have you in my life. So thank you so much for always being such an inspiration to me, such a light in my life. I love and adore you beyond anything you could ever possibly imagine. So, I'll say once again, happy Valentine's Day. I love and adore you, my sweet, handsome, charming, king, charming, kissy bear, jackrabbit. Good night, my love.
Oh no, it was probably this one, huh?
8. Do you ever fart? Yes. Not very often, sir. I'm more of a burper, like after I eat or drink soda, which I know I'm going to stop drinking soda, and Nick told me to ASAP, so I have. But usually it's after I drink, like, carbonated beverages where I burped. But, as for farting, maybe every now and then, but they don't stink. They're quiet and they don't stink, so, if that's embarrassing, but, that's, yeah. I think everyone on the planet does.
There's so many to choose from. Who knows? And if Gypsy Rose, if you think we're all that stupid to think that you actually get an invite, then I just based on that, I would stop following you, because that's what you think of people. Or are you just that dense yourself that you really believe that we would believe that bullshit? Don't put on your cognitively delayed act over here and embellish it. Yes, we know you have a cognitive delay, but don't embellish it over here, because I will fucking clock your teeth.
We're talking about Gypsy Rose Blanchard again. This is actually incredibly serious. This is a terrible thing that she's doing. I haven't watched this video before I talked about it. Shout out to whoever fucking recorded this and leaked it. You're the shit. I love you. But now we get to see the whole thing of her and her disgusting friends talking about this openly as if it's okay. And Gypsy, if you're watching this and you're thinking of hitting me with a copyright claim, I dare you. Because I'm going to respond with a legal document stating the only way that you're going to be able to have this video taken down is if you take me to court. Bring it on, bitch. Fair use. I've sent out several hundred copyright claim responses to like TLC and shit like that, so that is nothing new for me. But little fun fact before we hop into this, targeting people doing false copyright claims actually goes against YouTube's terms of service. So she might actually lose all of her ability to have a YouTube channel at all, like she did to me. I don't own this YouTube channel. My aunt actually sent me this video. It's hilarious. So I will be contacting Team YouTube about your behavior and whatever happens in this video. I'm snitching 100%. Because this is not okay. A lot of YouTubers get scared, especially if they're newer and they're probably like just talking about Gypsy and they're new and they get a copyright strike or claim. They think the world's ending. I know that's how I felt in the beginning too. Just always respond with that legal document to any YouTubers. But let's watch this. I'm actually probably going to get pissed because she's fucking with people's money, the way they put food in their mouth. I don't know if it's somebody reacting to this, but shout out to Conspirati for posting this video. Let's hop right into this shit, shall we?
That's a lot of content, so we can pick one or two bigger creators, like Into the Weeds, maybe Becca, and then start going through their videos and see what we can, find.
I mean, it would definitely be helpful instead of me having to pour through every single creator and like try to nitpick and go through all of their content to try to find these little hidden gems of my content to strike them with.
No, I'm actually pissed. I'm actually getting fucking pissed off. Because this is super serious and she's just playing around with it like it's fucking nothing. And so I have to comb through everybody's videos to see if there's a little hidden gem of me in it. Bitch, it doesn't matter if you're in it. If it's a whole video that you made. If I made a video about every single FOIA video, it would be absolutely okay. This bitch doesn't like taking any accountability. She doesn't like when anybody talks shit about her. She's a fucking scumbag psychopath. These are all opinions of mine. This is not bullying at all, Gypsy. This isn't just criticism, it's constructive criticism. Stop being such a cunt. The fact that she would even consider taking down Into the Weeds for them posting FOIA videos. FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, 100%?
That's why you were banana, because you say and do all this nasty ass shit on the internet, talk shit about your unalived mother because of you and you. I mean, it's just, how dare you type shit. What the fuck is wrong with you type shit. And then you're so entitled that, you think you deserve a platform to make money off of? Are you kidding me right now? You didn't deserve any of the fucking shit that you got from the shows, documentaries, none of it. You shouldn't have gotten anything.
Online, she was searching for a night and cheap armor. Found poor nigga Dage on that autistic charmer. Whispered sweet nothings with the wink and
Segwit County. I just read the craziest article. There's a girl that named her 2-year-old daughter after Gypsy Rose Blanchard, I'm assuming. And she actually suffers from Munchausen by proxy. And being that she suffered from Munchausen, her daughter is no longer alive. Let me read you that article. This year is Shanna Whitten. Shanna Whitten is charged with first-degree unaliving, child abuse, aggravated child endangerment, 2 counts of arson, and 3 counts of aggravated arson. She's going back to court on May 7th. And in 2024, the Segwit County Regional Forensic Science Center determined that 2-year-old Gypsy Rose Whitten Marley died from accidental choking. But when her brother Matthew Whitten's 2025 death was ruled intentional, caused by reduced oxygen and blood flow to the brain, the sheriff's office reopened the little girl's case. According to the autopsy report, there were concerns raised by more than one individual regarding whether these repeated incidents were a result of incompetent parenting versus what was formerly known as Munchausen syndrome by proxy, now referred to medical child abuse. The mother actually inflicts some kind of damage on the child, not with the idea of hurting the child, but with the idea of saying, "My baby needs help." She chokes the baby and then says, "My baby's not breathing," to get attention from doctors and nurses, said psychologist Jean Circulo, or whatever. So, is it just a coincidence that that lady unalived her 2-year-old daughter named Gypsy Rose Blanchard? Or is Gypsy Rose Blanchard actually influencing the public? Not only our youth, but grown adults naming their children after her and doing what her mother supposedly did. Now, I think it's disgusting that Gypsy Rose Blanchard was just handed everything when she was released from prison. She got TV shows, interviews, magazines, book deals, you name it. Now she's all over the internet, parading around with her BLOOD mommy money, and it's disgusting. It's sick. She does not need to be on the internet. She should have never been allowed on the internet to begin with. Because look at this. This type of stuff is now happening. Like I said, even when she was in prison, she was getting Hulu documentaries done, interviews with Dr. Phil, whatever. It's disgusting, and society is disgusting for letting Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
You should be on death row right now, in my opinion. This is for entertainment, educational, and informational purposes only. This is all alleged. This is for jokes. Ha ha ha. And then it's like you feel like you've influenced others. Have you watched the last couple videos that I've done on you about the other Munchausen by proxy cases that get pushed under the rug because of you? And then also one case that a mother was unalived because her child was taken away because of alleged Munchausen by proxy because of your case making doctors super skeptical. And at that moment, it's like, come on, doc, you can't use that as an excuse. Follow the evidence, follow the clues, and you come to the solution. You don't go off based off some bitch, especially Gypsy Rose Blanchard. She don't know a fucking ass from a hole in the ground. Bree is still out here being fucking stupid defending Gypsy Rose for some fucking reason. I don't get it. I don't understand it. After Gypsy Rose literally was ignoring you all while you were locked up, never mentioned your name, never said a word about how you were doing, was hanging out with other people. Not that she can't, but you understand what I'm saying? She didn't give a fuck that you were gone.
I don't watch Bree. I don't respect Bree. She has a thing against Becca and is so nasty about her. Bree is a Gypsy Rose Manson sycophant. And the fact that she goes up on panels disgusts me. People that are supposed to be telling the truth about Gypsy Rose Blanchard and her crimes. They let this person that bashes Becca just continues to run cover for a unaliver, a manipulator, and a liar. I just think that's horrible. I'm just a passionate, no hold back. Gypsy is terrible for society, and people that defend her are just as bad kind of person. That's just me. I never know who to trust in this community. I don't know. Becca is so much more successful than Bree. I mean, she gets sponsors. She has 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. I mean, she doesn't even think about Bree. So it doesn't matter to her. So Bree is really a nothing burger. I don't even need to say anything about anything she said. Just that she's still defending Gypsy and bashing truth tellers like Becca. But I hate that she goes up on panels of people that I thought I could respect or count on. I don't know who to count on in the community. I don't know who's in it to make friends and who's in it to tell the truth, is what I'm saying, I guess. I don't know. It's just my opinion. Just how I feel about.
And then you come back on here and you're still defending her. Are you being paid, bitch? I bet you're being paid. You gotta be being paid, Bree. You gotta be. It's just too diabolical. And then, on top of that, Bree's over here. She's always got to fucking say some shit about Becca Scoops. What is your problem with Becca Scoops? Oh, the fact that she's super intelligent and knows what the fuck she's talking about. Unlike you, right now with the alleged stuff that's going on with you, I don't think you have room to talk. I'm just here to keep fighting for the truth. I'm not here to fight with creators. I don't do that shit. I don't know what none of them are doing. All I know is I like a lot of them. I think their content is good. I think there's a variety of content we should all pay attention to of different kinds, even if we watch the same shit over again, just to see someone else's opinion and thoughts. That's why I watch a lot of creators and I like a lot of creators. I don't get jealous. I don't sit there and argue with them. Blah, blah. The only one that I kind of did that with was Morbid because that's my own opinion. Then, like, what is this shit? Like, Bree's being let on people's panels all over the place. People that don't support Gypsy Rose that are out here supposed to be advocating for the truth are letting Bree onto their platform. I don't understand why, because that bitch wasn't there when the crime happened. So why is she there to help tell the truth when she doesn't know shit except for what Gypsy Rose has told her? And then you guys, a lot of these creators that have Bree on their panel, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them become friendly with Bree then. And then it's like, wait, are you on this side or are you on that side? You can't sit in the middle and play. Pick a playground. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? I don't get this whole narrative of supporting Gypsy Rose. I don't get it. The woman is disgusting and vile, and the truth that's come out about her, I just can't wrap my head around the fact that people are out here fucking advocating for her. What the fuck? You're defending a woman that's been proven to be a lying, evil, egotistical, nasty, scumbag, vindictive, whatever. All the adjectives I can fucking think of that are awful are Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Gypsy Rose, like I said, obviously pissed off. She's been banana. She's in this Discord talking about taking down creators. And I know that I'm usually about the truth train, but this all pertains to it. Because these creators are out here trying to spread the truth like I am. And she wants to start to, especially the subreddit she's found, she wants to get it removed. She said she's going to call a lawyer. Please. Calm your ass down, okay? There's people all over the internet that have snark reddits that are made about them. Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Ignore it. Don't pay attention to it. Who the fuck cares? You're so concerned about what people think about you. Why did you unalive your mother then? It wasn't abuse. So. And then she's literally telling her followers to help her take these people down on this Discord. Did you know that that is against the terms of service on YouTube, Gypsy Rose? I wonder if it is as well on TikTok. We'll have to find out. And then I totally agree with Lori, the dream expert, when she says that Christy was her by proxy when she got out of prison to get away from Ryan. And also, I believe that she had Christy contact Ken to come over, and then that whole thing happened. That was the doing of Gypsy Rose. She wanted Ken to come see that she was out of prison and that they could finally rekindle their love. It was, and Ryan was just a prop to get her out of prison and have a stable home that she could tell her parole officer that she was all good. She's very good at having a very close relationship with people in order to manipulate them and tear them apart. And then be like, wash her hands of it in the end. It's over. Done with. I got what I needed out of that motherfucker. That's her mindset. And Gypsy Rose just wanted a baby. So it's only a matter of time for Mr. Ken. He better put a ring on it or they're going to be fucking co-parenting, I believe. I don't know though, but I know that Gypsy Rose says some questionable things about Ken in her comments. Whether she's kidding or not, I just find it to be a little odd, especially since, you shouldn't make jokes like that after you've done what you've done.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard, is exhibiting, in my opinion, predatory behavior once again. And she's doing it by proxy once again. Let me explain. Becca Scoops recently aired audio of Gypsy in her Discord talking to her followers about wanting to take down the GRB Snark subreddit.
But Ken and I have been filing DMCA claims for a year now, and it is still up. Reddit, that subreddit is literally, I may have to hire an attorney because it is damn near impossible to take down. You just have to continuously keep reporting, but it's like some things get taken down, some things don't, but it doesn't give them a punishment. It just takes down the content. So getting that subreddit taken down has been me and Ken's priority, and it is damn near impossible.
She goes on to talk about taking down content creators, and she encourages her followers to go through the content creators' pages and find what they can copy strike in order to get them taken down. Once again, getting others to do her dirty work. But it is the predatory behavior that concerns me the most. Let me read you something from the book, Without Conscience. Psychopaths are social predators, completely lacking in conscience and empathy. They selfishly take what they want and do as they please, violating social norms and expectations without the slightest sense of regret. Let me read you one more thing. From the book, Predatory Violence and Psychopathy. Psychopaths are predators that have a remarkable ability to stay focused on their target and not be distracted by other stimuli. Gypsy has made taking down the subreddit and content creators her focus for a year now. Gypsy was also predatory in her planning the murder of her mother, which she focused on for 2 years, and Nicholas could not talk her out of it. I would also argue that Gypsy was predatory in baby trapping Kim, which she admitted to recently in her Discord.
Best believe that.
He's stuck with me for life anyway.
Yep. Right?
A ring can come off, a child cannot.
Hold on, like she trapped him.
I trapped him, he's trapped.
Sure did.
Oh, there's the proof. Gypsy trapped Ken.
He's
Everybody
so
else that shit now.
If you know this case well, you know that Gypsy was hyper-focused on getting pregnant before the murder. And then after she got out of prison, she was still focused on getting that baby. But she didn't want it with Ryan. My theory is that Christy was her by proxy. I think she asked Christy to get Ken back into the picture. I don't think Christy did that on her own. That's just my opinion, based on Gypsy's behavior pattern of predatory by proxy actions. Just like she used Nick to get her mom out of the way so she could have the life she wanted, she used Christy to get Ryan out of the way to have the life she wanted. And unbeknownst to Ken, she got birth control out of the way to have the baby she wanted. She is such a prize. In order to get what she wants, someone has to be destroyed, punished, or betrayed. Her predatory behavior is focused, persistent, and destructive. And this predator has a huge platform on TikTok. Oh, wait.
It was like watching Gypsy Rose prey on someone, like a predator. She preyed on Ken to get him. She's preyed on creators. You know what I'm saying? Not preyed on, but you know what I mean. Like a fucking tiger stalking its prey. All the way till she trapped Mr. Ken, right? That was a good one, Gypsy. That was a good one. I gotta say, I'll give it to you there. Obviously, Gypsy Rose blames the haters for why her channel was bananaed.
My little sister, Mia Blanchard, is getting proposed to today. So the whole family is here, and I cannot wait to share this moment with her.
I'll love you always, the highs and the lows.
I'll be alright. Gypsy Rose is crashing out right now. Today we found out that Gypsy Rose's little sister, aka Gypsy's trigger, got engaged to her longtime boyfriend, Andre. And here's Gypsy Rose. Mia had posted a video where she just had a feeling she was about to get engaged that day. Andre had Mia dress in all white. He said that was a color scheme for these family photos they were taking with his family. She kind of had a feeling that something was up. She asked Rod and Chrissy what they were doing for the weekend. They said they were having some crawfish boil and it just seemed kind of off. So she already had a feeling. So here comes Mia. She shows up to her entire family there. Rod was glowing with pride. Then there was Gypsy Rose, obligatorily invited. Now you can see from Gypsy's tone, she is trying to act like she's happy and excited for all of this. But you know, in the background, she is livid. GRB herself has said that she is jealous of her sister, big time. She took it a step further to even say that her sister is her number one trigger. Trigger for what exactly? Who knows what that even means, but that is scary AF. GRB dragged Ken to this thing, and you know he is feeling the pressure. Gypsy has just lost her 9.2 million follower account, so she is already just in crash up mode as it is. And then add on top of that, her little sister getting engaged and married before she does. I mean, she was married to Ryan, but I mean, I feel like that doesn't really count. That was in prison, and that was, come on guys, that was for a home plan. Something is about to happen to take all of that attention off of Mia. I really hope not. I hope GRB can just let Mia have her moment. And can we see the ring? It is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, Gypsy Rose, please don't mess this up for your sister.
Why don't you make content, if you're going to make content, that's not based on the crime? The reason that you are infamous like you are is because of what you did to your mother. And I don't think it will ever be anything else. So, with that being said, why don't we skip all the bullshit and you just get off the internet? I mean, it's just a suggestion. But I wholeheartedly would absolutely love it if you did that. She's talking very weird in this video where she's like, promoting her second channel, you know, bitch. Anyways, she's just like, you know, talking like an influencer would. And it's like, Gypsy Rose, you are not an influencer. Why are you trying so hard? She's trying so hard to change the narrative so that she is always looked at as the victim. Always. But oh well, bitch. You did this. You are the one. No accountability, though, at all. You know what I'm saying? No fucking, hey, I did some bullshit on the internet I shouldn't have done. You know, I'm really sorry. I'm going to take a break for a little while and give some thought to what I'm doing here. But they did actually find that Gypsy Rose violated their community guidelines. Sorry, bitch. And then this last video I want to show you is of the Tea Page with Tea. It's a little bit older, but she's right. You know, Fancy is the first one to give us a lot of real information about the Gypsy Rose Blanchard case, right? And she does have a lot of knowledge and everything. But this ego blasting fighting going on, I'm just like, whatever. I like who I like. I post who I post. I agree with who I agree with. And that's that. I'm not going to, whatever. But anyways, I like that the Tea Page with Tea kind of brought that up in the beginning of the video to kind of be like, hey, let's remember and let's always give a little bit of respect to Fancy for what she did give us. Because without that, we wouldn't even be at the truth train right now.
I know a lot of people like to discredit Fancy Maselli in the Gypsy Rose Blanchard world, but she was actually one of the first people to receive some medical documents and go over them, and she actually does know a lot about the case, especially now that we're actually seeing stuff come out with all the FOIA stuff. I'm going to let you hear a live stream where Rod Blanchard, Gypsy Rose's dad, jumps on there, and him and Fancy are going back and forth, and it's really telling about how much he lied about. And everything that Fancy said during that live, which was recorded over a year ago, way before the FOIAs came out, she knew exactly what she was talking about because everything checks out. So this may be long, but listen to it because he's in full defense mode and he is lying through his teeth.
Oh, for many years. But I remember her being.
Why is that, Rod? Why did you never go for visitation, Rod?
And I was busy working life. You know, we tried to make a trip. She was maybe 17, 18.
So you willfully did not participate in your daughter's life because you were working, and I get that. But sir, then you can't sit here and tell me that you lived it because you didn't. You were offshore, and you have no idea what Dee Dee, nor Christy, nor Gypsy, nor any of the other family members were doing back home. You yourself have admitted that you never ever went to a doctor's appointment, not one time. You never questioned her. You never took her to court for anything except for the one time where you disputed some of the medical charges. I think she told you the truth, Rod, and I think you believed that because it was the truth. And I think now they are changing the narrative because it doesn't fit.
Fancy. She thought about killing her mom. That's
but why, Rod? Why? She started thinking about killing her mother all the way back to 2011, sir, when she shot her with a BB gun 10 times.
Yeah, because she wanted to get away from her, man.
For what reason, Rod? Why didn't she just leave? She was in 2011. She was over the age of 18. Why didn't she call you? Why didn't she just leave, Rod? She knew.
I don't know. I can't. She was probably scared shitless to get caught again, Fancy.
And Rod, no, the cops never brought her home. Do you understand that? The cops have never been called to bring her home. She willfully walked out of Dan's roommate's house and went home with your wife because with your ex-wife because your ex-wife told her that she wanted the drugs that she stole, the money that she stole, and she told her if she returned home with her, she would go ahead and allow her to have the relationship with Dan. No police ever brought your daughter back. The only time that the police were ever involved was in 2009 when a nurse that worked for Dr. Steele supposedly called in a welfare check. 2 officers and 2 CPS workers went out to the home. They spoke to Gypsy. They saw an ID that proved that Gypsy was over the age of 18. Dee Dee provided them with medical records that showed that she did have some of the developmental delays and the actual physical ailments that she had. Gypsy told them that nothing was wrong, and Gypsy did not leave. They gave her the opportunity to leave that day, and she did not. She could have walked out of there with the police that day, and she chose to stay because she wanted to continue in the con, Rod. I'm sorry. The only time she decided it was no longer suiting to her and decided to unalive her mother is when her mom told her she could not be with boys. Men, lots of them, Rod, lots of them. We have proof of this.
Didn't get her enough. Dee Dee got her back home, and she was scared.
No, she didn't have to go home with her, Rod. Why wouldn't she have just? Why didn't she call the police that day? They would have come out and verified her ID.
I don't know. I can't answer that. That's a good
Exactly. You can't answer that. That's the problem. She had every opportunity to leave, and she did not. So I do not believe that abuse is the motivating factor for the reason that she killed your wife. I believe that your ex-wife, there is many, many other reasons that we believe is a motivation for this, sir.
Well,
and I can show that to you. The investigators did not continue to investigate after your daughter took a plea deal. They were instructed by Dan Patterson to stop investigating. They already had a confession from her co-defendant. They did none of the investigating, and the officers in the case said that they were investigating a long financial fraud and to take this to trial because they believed they had evidence to prove why this was done, and it had nothing to do with abuse. You and HBO, your wife, Gypsy, all changed that narrative, and you have lied to the public for 9 years. Not you specifically, I don't think, but your wife and your child have. Your daughter even is calling her out in front of her. Can you not see the writing on the wall, Rod? She's a very disturbed girl, and she needs help. You're denying that she has medical conditions. You're denying that it has anything to do, that she has any medical conditions related to the chromosome disorder. And do you understand, for the health of your grandchild, that is rather dangerous.
I don't think Gypsy has any medical conditions.
Rod, she has medical conditions. She's taking medications. She has conditions from this, Rod. They're proven in her medical records. What are you talking about?
She got a full checkup.
Rod, can I ask you a question? Can you please go to Rare Chromo? Please go to rarechromo.org, type in the microdeletion of the 1Q21.1 that she has, and look at the 11 or 12 page document that they have. If you do so, it lists every single one of Gypsy's conditions throughout her life as being part of this type of disorder, sir. And it has varying levels of degrees of severe.
Now, after you've heard that, either number one, her family, including Rod, has done research and they are just denying it and they don't want to talk about it. Or number two, they were at the time having Gypsy live under their roof and probably locking their doors at night, which I don't blame them. I'm pretty sure they're glad Gypsy is out of their house at this point. But what do y'all think? I thought that was a very telling interview, and everything that Fancy said was correct. It was actually very much longer than that, but if you want to go listen to the full thing, I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere. It was really old. It was from over a year ago. So what do y'all?
And listen to Rod and Fancy and how Fancy clocks him. It's an awesome listen, okay? But that's the end of the video, you guys. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate you guys agreeing and talking and listening to all the different creators, because we all deserve a chance. We all deserve to put our opinions out there. I always encourage anybody who wants to make a channel to please do one. It's so great to get on here and speak, especially when I know I'm doing something for good. You know, whether it takes me forever or not, I'm still doing something good, right? But I just want you guys to know how much I love you, and thank you so much for being here, and like and share and hype the video for your bitch. And what else? Oh, give your fur babies a kiss and a hug for baby gal, please. Auntie baby gal. TT baby gal. TTPG. Oh my God, I love it. TTPG. Yes, that's me, bitch. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later.
Do mama in. No Gypsy Rose, what a master of lies. Manipulated everyone right before their eyes. Not a victim now.